If you've been having trouble figuring out how to create the perfect YouTube banner or channel art for your YouTube channel, you're not the only one running into issues. Now, on my video walking you through how to set up your YouTube channel from the very beginning, I got this comment from Greg at Wilson Nature Photography. I've always had a bugger of a time with the channel art banner, even with a template. Do you have a video solely on creating channel art? Well, Greg, you're in luck because that's what we're going to cover here in this video, because you're right, the channel art sizes are very strange. It's hard to figure out exactly how to do it. Plus, how do you even make your channel art look amazing with your logo and your branding? After all, it's one of the first things that new viewers see when they hit your channel homepage for the very first time. And it might just be the thing that entices those viewers to hit the subscribe button. Now, if you're new here, my name is Meredith Marsh and I help smart creative people like you make better videos so you can grow your audience and income online using YouTube. But what good are having videos on YouTube if your channel art is kind of... Well, I have good news because I created a YouTube channel art template that you can download for free using the link down in the description to the social video blueprint. In fact, anything I mentioned in this video today, I've linked to down there as well. And while you're here, make sure to hit that subscribe button too. So in this YouTube banner art tutorial, I'm not only going to share my YouTube channel art template with you, but I'm also going to show you how to make your channel art stand out and look amazing. So let's dive into this. Now, if you remember from my YouTube setup video, I had used my channel art template to create this very boring channel art, and I already had this logo already kind of half done, but this doesn't look so great, so we're going to spruce it up a little bit. Now, I use Adobe Illustrator with my template. You could also use Photoshop if you wanted to start from scratch and build a custom template on your own. Just download my template down in the description. But what I really want to show you today is the YouTube banner maker over at placeit.net. And I'm actually partnering with Placeit to bring you this video because I've been a customer of theirs for, I don't know, probably years. I've made hundreds of different mock-ups for my channel, my blog, my business. They have an incredible amount of already designed YouTube banner templates, end screens, all kinds of different things that you can customize for yourself. But they're already designed, they already look really great. Now, before we get into creating our actual banner, I need to do something about my logo. So I recently set up this new channel called VidPro Hero. There's no content there yet, and I didn't really spend any time creating this logo at all. So I want to show you how easy it is to go over to placeit.net and create your own logo and branding. So let's check this out. I'm going to put in the name of my business, VidPro Hero. We're going to hit next, and I'm going to pick an industry. So I'm going to go through some of these options here to see what might work for me. I think I'm going to pick technology. We'll hit let's go. Picking an industry is going to help placeit.net figure out which designs to show me right off the bat. And while these are loading, at the top, you could change the name of your business. You could change that category. And then you can also change your colors to customize it for your own branding. And if you have a branding color that you like to use, you can use this to either put in the hex code or use the palette. And then all of the designs that Placeit is showing me are going to be matched to the colors that I put in there. So you can see here that Placeit took my colors and threw in a couple of other colors to make them pop, and they use these pre-designed logos with my name and my colors to create these logos. But none of these are really standing out to me as representing what I want my channel and blog to be about. So I'm going to come up here to the top and select another category. I'm going to see if there might be something a little bit more fitting, like maybe photography. It's not going to be a photography channel or a blog, but we are going to be talking about cameras, so this might work. Now, if nothing comes up and stands out to me as what I want to see, you could come up under choose graphic and then do an actual search for an actual image. So I'm going to put in camera here and see if I get some other options. I kind of like this little graphic here. This kind of fits. So what it did is it took the graphic that I chose and threw it into all of these logo designs. Some of the other camera icons might be a little bit more fitting. I like to keep things pretty simple. but it also needs to look a little bit like an action camera. So maybe something like this. Oh yeah, kind of like the simplicity of all of these. I really like the simple ones. I'm not a big fan of the ones with the scripty kind of font. This one down here is kind of cool. I would have to edit it a little bit because it doesn't quite fit with the words. So I'm going to select this and see what we can do to edit this one. You can see down below it has some other options that are similar to that you may like even better. But I kind of like what we have. But we do have to fix a couple of things. So I can select these words. I can make them bigger, smaller, move them around. I actually need to remove that word, transition. So we're going to uncheck that over on the left. We're going to uncheck classic photography as well. Then there's this little bar down here that I think I probably want to get rid of. So over on the right hand side under line, we're just going to hit no image. So that'll disappear. And we're left with just VidPro Hero for our words, and that's exactly what I want. So over on the left-hand side, we have the option to choose from lots of different fonts. The one that's here, I kind of like it. It's not too bad. It's nice and bold. So I may just keep it, but let's look around and try something just a little bit different. No, I'm not into that. So let's just go back to the one that we had, Rousseau 1. And yeah, I think we'll just stick with that. Now we can also change the colors again over on the right hand side. So we have the background color, which is set at white. And then we have the color of the actual graphic. So there's the two colors there, that lighter blue and then that darker blue. I want to see what it looks like if I change it to black for the inside there. It's not too bad, but I don't really like the lighter blue. So let me see if there's just another blue that we can use. Something like this. But then this background color doesn't look too great. So we're going to go with, I think we need something that's going to make it stand out a little bit. Maybe we'll go with a nice light gray. I'm a sucker for aqua, gray, and black colors together. And then we have this image that's behind the camera. It looks kind of like a blob, but we could change it out for another kind of graphic back there. We have polka dots. We have these other polka dots. We have a little scribble. That's kind of cute. We have another kind of scribble type thing, but I think I'm going to go with the original blob. I kind of like it the way that it is. I might play around with the size of the text a little bit, maybe make it a little bit smaller, change the positioning. I really appreciate that we have these guidelines that show up so that you can make sure everything is centered where you want it to be. I think I'm just going to leave it the way that it is right here, and I can always come back and change it. It's definitely a good place to start. So I'm going to go ahead and download this. So let me just log into my subscription account with Placeit. And one of the awesome things about Placeit is that instead of purchasing one graphic here and one graphic there, you can actually just get a subscription, and then you can come in here and download as many graphics as you want, as many times as you want with your subscription. So I'm going to hit download up here. We're going to hit download now. It's going to process this graphic. You can see in the upper right hand side, it's going to create this high resolution logo that we can use. So once it's done processing up in the upper right hand side, it will let you know, and you can just hit click here to download. And I'm just going to open it up and see what it looks like here. That's what it looks like. It does have a white background though, and we probably want to actually create one that has a transparent background, meaning that we could put it on any color background or graphic that we wanted to in our branding, and it will show through that background. So just come up to the background on the top right and select the checkerboard color. It's not going to save with a checkerboard in the background. It just means that that background is going to be transparent. So I'm going to hit download again. And now I have two high resolution logos that I've now downloaded using Placeit. So now that the logo is taken care of, let's come over to this YouTube channel. You can see our incredibly boring banner and our logo, which I'm going to edit right now and add this new logo in here. So I just hit edit, and it's going to have me upload my image. So I'm going to upload that brand new logo that I just downloaded from placeit.net. And we'll do the one with a transparent background for right now. And so now we can crop it out. I think I'm going to crop out the actual words, and we'll just leave the camera with the blob. It's very hard to see the blob in the background because it's the same color, but I think we're good here. So going back over to my YouTube channel, we can see what it looks like in action here. And it looks good. And now we need to do something about this channel art. So coming back over here to placeit.net, under designs and then YouTube templates, at the very top, I'm going to choose banners. So it's only going to be showing me the banners and not the end screen templates. I'm going to look and see if anything here stands out to me that I kind of like. And if you hover your mouse over these thumbnails, it will show you some different versions with some different colors and fonts. But nothing is really standing out to me right here. Maybe this one, I like to keep things simple like I've already said. And now I can edit it. So there's a few things we need to get rid of. I need to get rid of the logo that's already there. So I'm going to select that and hit no image on the right. And we're going to hit add another graphic. So over on the left, I'm going to choose custom image, and we're going to be able to upload the logo that we just created. So I'm going to crop this a little bit. And now I'm just going to move some of these things out of the way. So I'm going to move my logo over. We're going to get rid of this, and we're going to get rid of this. So I'm just going to move some things around. I'm going to put the logo in the middle. And again, these guidelines are so helpful to make sure everything is centered just right. One thing to consider is to have something in your channel art that lets people know why they should subscribe. For example, how often you upload. So, every Friday at noon. Or if you have a tagline, you can put it there. You can even put some of your top topics that you'll be covering on your channel. I could put my tagline. So I'm going to move this around and figure out exactly how I want to place everything. And we'll leave this subscribe and the arrow thing there. But we really have to do something about the background because that is so not my color. So maybe a gray or a darker gray. I'm going to have to make some of these things a little bit smaller. Otherwise, it's going to be cropped out when I upload it to YouTube. Just scrolling down to the bottom, you can see some other ideas floating around. I really like this one down here. If you have a really great photo to put behind there, I think that would be really cool, nice and simple. And just check out some of the other options that are here. Play around with it. It's not going to hurt anything to just see what might work for you. But I think I'm going to stick with this for right now because it is simple. So I'm going to hit download. And once again, because of the Placeit subscription, I can just download this. I don't have to pay anything extra. So let's see what this looks like over on my channel when we upload it. So back over here on the VidPro Hero YouTube channel, I'm going to hit the little camera icon in the top right. We're going to select a photo from my computer, and there's our banner. So we're going to hit open. And this is where things get tricky and where people usually run into problems, because YouTube is going to crop your banner depending on whether it's going to be on desktop, TV, or mobile. It does give us a little bit of a clue how it's going to crop. So let me zoom in a little bit so you can see how it's going to look. So I'm going to hit select, and that's how this banner is going to look. I think it looks kind of hokey. There's a couple of things that I would do to change it. For one thing, I like having the logo in the middle, but it needs to be a little bit smaller. So it does need to be centered still. So we'll put it right in place there. I think I might delete my tagline for right now. And coming back over here to my channel, I'm going to upload this again. Now the logo is a lot smaller. I think it's actually a little bit too small. And this is where this subscription to Placeit really comes in handy, because you could come back in here and edit this as many times as you need to get it right. And I'm going to make this a little bigger, move it around a little bit. The background, I'm not really loving it. It's got the gray, but it's got the weird blue behind it and the dots. So Let's just take a look at some other options for the background. It gives us some different kinds of options. These are gaming type of background. So let's see if there's anything else that might work better. I just typed in photo. Oh, that one's really colorful. I kind of like that. That was colorful, but it doesn't really work with our logo. This one over here looks like the edge of a pool. Actually works with my colors. So I'm going to hit download and see what that looks like. Now, I really need to come up with a better tagline than this. But the branding is a whole lot better than what it looked like before. And I can always go in and make changes, edit it, start from scratch if I wanted to. And I'm a big fan of letting your branding evolve over time, especially if you're working on it on your own. So one thing you want to make sure that you do is come back into Playset and make sure you hit that save draft icon. So I'm going to do this with my banner and with my logo so that you can log back in anytime you need to and go to your drafts and you can edit this anytime that you want to and re-download it. Now, if you want to take Playset for a spin on your own, use the link down in the description. I've been a Playset customer for, I don't know, like couple years now because it's just so handy. I can't say enough about it. So check out Playset to create your logo, your banner art. Let me know what you think. I want to see what you create with it. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know how it goes for you. And don't forget about that channel art template that I mentioned. It's inside of the social video blueprint, which I linked to down below as well. And for more tips about creating videos for your YouTube channel, I put a playlist right up here for you that you can watch next.